got a real friend, you don't need much. Just a place to sit and fish is more than enough. When you got a real pal, there's nothing too tough. Together it is better when you got your real bud. Real bud.
Taylor.
John.
What a week this has been in KC. How you doing?
Oh, it's been fantastic. How are you?
I'm just doing great.
Mike told me last week that he was talking to someone at work, and he said, or the guy said, "How are you doing, Mike?" And he said, "Good, how are you?" And the guy said, "Good, how are you?" And Mike didn't know what to say because he already told him once, so he just kind of changed the topic.
That's when I always say, thank you.
Good, how are you? Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's it.
When I was in college, I
Shut the thing down. Let's shut this deal down. Not we'll go on for 2 or 3 hours.
I worked at a golf course in college, and I was just a little.
You know what, Mike? Excuse me for interrupting, but Mike worked at a golf course too.
Wow.
When he was in college.
When I was in college, I worked at a golf course, and I was a little cart boy, and there's this rich guy showed up, and I said, "Hey, how are you?" And he said, "Good, how are you?" And I said, "Good, how are you?" And instead of just dropping it, he said, "You already asked me that." I'm like, all right, well, I'll take your bags and
take your bags and hope
you get lost.
Give me a tip, nice good tip.
And he didn't.
So he didn't.
I hardly ever got tips there. You
really?
Would think I would. I mean, they had like the men's league nights where everyone just got hammered, and I was hoping that like I just kind of hung around and got their stuff for them. They would throw me a 1.
Yeah, not the case.
Nope.
Did
I should have worn my skort, my golf skirt. Hey.
No, it's not that kind of. Wasn't that kind of a fundraiser, Taylor? So.
Oh, dang. Well, would have got me more tips. Maybe less.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, exciting week.
It's an exciting week in Kansas City because the Kansas City Chiefs, their win last night, and also the Kansas City Royals and their win last night. So
did you watch them both?
I did not watch both of them.
Did you watch either?
I kind of off and on both.
Oh, so you watched them both?
It was kind of a bofer.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, what'd you do? Did you see any of the one?
I watched the kind of flip back and forth for a while. And then finally I kept the Chiefs on the big TV and then got the iPad out and watched the Royals on the iPad.
Great.
And then during the Royals or the Chiefs game, the fans started chanting, "Let's go Royals." So you knew they won.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
I didn't know when they. Well, I really did know when they went. When I heard all the fireworks going off.
Oh.
At least I think it was fireworks.
Did you check your Nextdoor app to see fireworks or gunshots?
I didn't. I wasn't sure if it was both.
Well, I'm sure that Bethany down the street probably commented. Did anyone just hear gunshots?
No. Was that on the?
Usually, yeah, on my Nextdoor app, there's the game of gunshots or fireworks, and people don't use their common sense.
Yep.
So
mine's on neighborhoods, called neighborhoods. Yeah, it does the same thing, and it's you see some of the stupidest things on there, like, "Hey, did anybody hear that?"
Should we do Should we do a comparison again of our Nextdoor apps? It's been a while.
It has been a while. I don't know if I saved mine. I don't think I did.
Well, I just gonna scroll mine
because I'm worried about the amount of storage that I have in my phone. Because I'm afraid that I'm going to run out of storage.
By having your app on there?
No, by keeping all this stuff in my phone.
Well, isn't it on the app, or what are you not wanting to keep on there?
Well, it's actually part of my Ring doorbell is what it is.
Yeah, through the Ring app, but I mean, it's not taking up a bunch of space on there, I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, so my feed, Pete last night said, "Where can I find good grass seed? Home Depot, Lowe's, or local store?" Phil says, "Watching the Chiefs game on KMBC. We have Google Fiber. We have a terrible echo coming through our audio. Anyone else hearing this? So irritating."
We heard that too, but it wasn't. We had Google Fiber, and our TV comes through Google Fiber, and there was a really kind of a horrible echoing sound.
You should have commented back to Phil.
Well, type back to Fix. Yeah, Phil, we're with you, brother. We got this.
We got to rise against Google Fiber.
No, but it cleared up pretty quick.
Denise says, excuse me, has anyone had a sheet cake from Costco and Hy-Vee that could tell me which is better? More concerned with the taste and moisture than price. Thank you in advance. Should we comment back something?
By all means.
Oh, I love the moisture of Costco.
Yeah.
Hy-Vee isn't quite moist enough.
Well, we'll do a moisture comparison with the two. We'll go out and buy a couple of them.
Hey, Denise, we wanted to let you know that the moisture content was equal on both.
Was 23% versus 87%.
We'll send her a video reply with this cake all over your face.
Just
After further review, I like this. Like the kid on the video. It feels good to win. Yeah, how disappointed, Paula says. I had read several places that Channel 38, The Spot, would be televising the KC Royals and New York Yankees game. Wrong.
Well, how'd she get that wrong?
I don't know. Jamie says, anyone else notice how terrible the audio and video was in the first part of the Chiefs game on ABC last night?
Yes, we did.
Looking for an excellent lipedema specialist in the Kansas City area. Any recommendations? What's a lipedema?
Isn't it lipo? LIPO or yeah, I think it is.
Someone said, did you mean lymphedema? Someone said, no, it's lipedema, a connective tissue disorder. I'm hoping that these clinics treat
really?
it and not just lymphedema.
I didn't even know what that is.
Lots of fun things going on.
Yeah.
People asking for recommendations. Found female cat. That's just a cat. It's just wandering.
We're always getting those crazy ones about lost dog.
People
or someone trying to break into my car. Anybody see this guy? I show a picture of some elderly gentleman that's getting out of his Bentley and walking up to the house, delivering a package.
Well, none of these are really fun. Just asking if dogs can go to pumpkin patches. Sprinkler system won't need to be winterized.
That's random questions you have on yours.
Well, yeah, I just was hoping that there'd be something good about, I don't know. They would have something good about some complaints or something. You don't have any?
Well, I can't tell. It's on Ring, so, and I think I'm in the app right now, so you can take a look and see. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor is my all-time best, if not the very best, technical guy in the world. He can not only can do podcasts, but he could also help me with my phone.
John, it's off.
What is off?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Friendly dog roaming around.
Not a dog.
18 hours ago, someone stole 3 of my yard signs 3 minutes after we got home at 11:10 p.m., so our Ring didn't catch it.
Ooh. What sign? Did the show tell them what signs they were?
I would love for them to be returned and cut the immature antics. Like, actually grow up. Thanks.
Wow. Interesting. Oh, was that on Ward Parkway maybe or something?
Prairie Village.
I don't think it was. Okay.
What else? Did anyone else just lose power?
I love these comments, because they're just kind of off the wall kind of comments of, what it's basically what people are thinking. Hey there, did you hear that?
Was anyone else's Harris yard sign stolen last night? My Ring doorbell wasn't able to catch the footage. So
good stuff.
Attempted car theft.
Well, see, you don't live in the hood like I do.
Yeah. Why are the cops over here? Police everywhere. A lot of police. Pit bull wandering around. Does anyone smell gas? Yeah, good stuff. Cut the immature antics.
Just cut the amateur antics.
Well, that was fun. Maybe next time we'll
was
have
fun.
something good.
We can do something better. Ooh, we can do a weekly.
We'll have to hand pick them beforehand so we don't have that awkward 5-minute long anticlimactic segment we just did here.
Yeah, I didn't think it was anticlimactic, did you?
A little bit. Otis fell asleep.
Well, he can do that. He's a president.
Otis is in a food coma.
He probably
He's
is.
probably going to barf in a few minutes. John fed him about 41 French fries before we got on.
Well, he was just kind of sitting there and just kind of sitting right next to me and had his head on the table and
As the dog does.
as a dog
Standing
does,
next to the table with his head on the table.
on the table,
Drool everywhere.
wanting to know what's going on here. Come on, buddy. I see you once a week, and you're my pal. And you need to feed me French fries. So we did. We did a French fry run for Big Otis. Big O.
My neighbors might have commented on our next door app because we had a just sketchy car in our driveway for all weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
In
In my driveway.
your driveway?
We don't usually we park our cars in the garage.
Sketchy cars.
And it was my parents.
Was it a GX 470 or something?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
How do you
Yeah,
know their car?
that's pretty sketch.
My parents were in town last weekend.
I know. How was Joe and Kim? Was it?
Well, you would
How
have
they
known,
doing?
but you had to work all weekend.
I had to work all weekend. I was a busy guy.
I'm tired. I can't
Yeah,
see
I'm
them.
sorry. I can't see. Sorry.
Poor
I had to
me.
work. Yeah, poor me. Poor baby.
Luxury cars.
Yeah.
They were very good. We had fun.
What'd you guys do?
What did we do?
Did they bring their dogs?
They brought their dogs.
Okay.
Always bring their dogs.
Yeah.
Just
Might
every
explain to
rest.
everybody what kind of dogs you have.
They have 2 golden retrievers.
Beautiful dogs. Beautiful dogs.
They were. You sound like Trump there. Beautiful dogs. Wonderful dogs.
Beautiful dogs. Wonderful dogs.
Why does Trump sound like he's from Boston now?
Yeah, it's Boston. I'm just trying to go somewhere with it.
Anyway, they're beautiful dogs. Wonderful. Very furry. Shed.
Yeah.
Lots of shedding. The most shedding. And
Moshed.
yeah, so they came down Friday night. Saturday, went to lunch. Went to,
What do you do with the dogs? You just leave them here?
yeah. They have kennels and stuff.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah. Went to an antique store Sunday. Saturday, went to my old coworker's place that we told you about, Mary and I started going to. Got a couple things. What else we do? A couple other shops. Went to dinner to watch the Iowa State game at Austin's down the street.
Yeah. And
Bar
what?
and Grill.
Yeah.
And
I like Austin's. It's a good neighborhood joint. It's not a joint, but it's a good neighborhood bar.
yes. So we were there 7 p.m. And around like 7:30 or so, a waitress and a bunch of patrons didn't shove a guy, but they just kind of pushed a guy out the door from the bar all the way out
Really?
the door. And he was pretty surprisingly. He went along with it. He didn't seem to be upset or he just kind of seemed drunk. So our waitress. Oh, side note, our waitress. It beats the alternative, but she came by more than any waitress I've ever had in my life. At first, it was we ordered our drinks, and
Was it too much?
it was way too much.
Okay.
Again, beats the alternative of not enough. But we ordered our drinks. She didn't come by for 10 minutes or so. And she's like, "Can I get you guys anything?" And we're like, "Oh, yeah, our drinks." And she's like, "Well, yeah, we're working on those. But anything else?" I'm like, "Well, that's all we're working on right now."
So far, yeah.
So she brought those. But then after that, she came by probably, I would say, no joke, probably 18 times.
Really?
Maybe not that
She
much.
must be new then.
I didn't
new to the
recognize her.
waitressing world, I think.
It was probably 15 to 18 times she was at our table.
Yeah.
And we were there for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, that's way too much.
And,
Way too much.
but yeah, just be like, anything else? How's it tasting? We hadn't even tried it yet. She came by a minute later. I thought it was kind of a joke. We thought we were being punked. And, yeah. She just kept coming back.
I can see Joe and Kim getting punked.
My mom just kind of had this look on her face
I bet it was.
but yeah, she came by again and I said, "Hey, can I ask why that guy got kicked out. And she's like, oh, he was pretty drunk. We have a limit here, and he was over the limit, and we made him leave. And I was like, okay, well, just let me know if I too drunk. I'm not sure. And I had like a beer and a half. And
she snapping her fingers for security to get over here to this table.
And she just said, she's like, oh no, you're fine. And she left. I'm like, I don't think she understood that I was joking.
She didn't get it. It didn't.
Sure enough, probably a minute later, she came back and she said, just so you know, like I would for sure let you know if you were too drunk. I was like, I'm fine. I was just joking. And she said, okay, well, I definitely let you know. I wouldn't just kick you out. I'd let you know if you were getting there. Okay, well, I know my limits. And I think
that's funny.
It's not a beer and a half.
That's funny.
So yeah, and then shortly after that, we were going to leave. And my mom spilled her drink and dropped her phone. And I said, I think you need to watch this lady. She might need to get kicked out.
Oh, really?
So
was Kim kind of into the tea?
She had about half of a drink, so it wasn't
Oh,
that.
really? She was there.
She was just dropping stuff.
Sound like she was there. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that was fun. Did that. Iowa State won their game.
Okay. All right,
just so you know, my tally right now. I grew up a Nebraska football fan because I lived about an hour from Lincoln.
Yep.
It was the closest big school. Grew up a Minnesota Vikings fan because they were one of the closer teams, and I just liked them because I liked the Minnesota Twins.
You didn't like the Chiefs?
The Chiefs were kind of my AFC team. Mm-hmm. I was a bigger fan of the Vikings back then. And then...
What about now?
Now it's swapped.
Swapped?
Well, I live in Kansas City, and yeah, and I don't follow the Vikings as much, but I'm still a fan. So then the Chiefs were my other team, and then I went to Iowa State, so I'm a big Iowa State fan. Mm-hmm. So Iowa State's 5-0.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are 5-0. Mm-hmm. The Vikings are 5-0, and the Huskers are 5-1. So
all your favorite teams are in the 5 bracket.
They're 20-1 on the year. So now I jinxed it, and they're all going to lose.
No, don't say that.
They're going to lose.
No, they're not. No, they aren't.
So
have faith, my son. Have faith.
Yeah, but Friday night when they got here, my parents, that's a ritual that I kind of go through all my TikTok videos that I've liked because I don't know. It's kind of a running joke that they like to watch them. They're just kind of shutting me up.
Yeah.
But there's a video that Janelle, she sent me that I played for them about these golden doodles. And the person in the video is calling them skinwalkers because they just look like they're part human. And have you heard of a skinwalker before?
No, I've never heard of a skinwalker.
Okay. Well, my dad hadn't either. And he said, what is that? And Janelle kind of said, what is it too? She didn't know what a skinwalker was. And she said to me, because I said, do you know what it is? And she said, no. And she said, Taylor, no offense, but I thought it was like a Nazi. I was like, what?
A Nazi?
Like, why are you saying no offense? And she's like, well, like a bald person Nazi. And I'm like,
bald person Nazi.
I said, you mean a skinhead? And she said, yes. Oh, a skinhead. Yeah. I'm a skinwalker. Like, you thought I was a skinwalker.
Okay. All right. Now that's starting to make sense.
Like, so you said no offense because I'm bald? And she's like, yeah, but thought they were Nazis too.
Right.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it, Janelle.
Yeah. Well, she loves you. Don't worry about it.
So my parents got a kick out of that one. So
yeah.
But it was hectic leading up to them coming.
Oh, I bet it was. Anytime mom and dad comes to stay for a visit, I mean, it's just like blow the lid off a house. It's just craziness.
Yeah. Well, Janelle wants to make it as nice as possible because that's what girls do.
We understand that.
And I kind of lived up to the stereotype of guys just doing stupid activities before things need to be done.
Oh, did you? What'd you do?
So I saw a video once of a guy, like, is a girl saying we have company coming in an hour, and he's pressure washing the inside of our garage door. And sure enough,
that's the right thing to do.
Sure enough, last week Janelle said we need to, like, every night after work we're going to be cleaning this week. And sure enough, first thing Monday night after work, I am painting our garage doors.
Well, I did notice when I drove up today that they really do look nice.
Well, thank you.
They look great.
They were white, and I painted them black because the rest of our house has black accents.
Accents to it.
And
it complements the accents.
Thank you. That's what you strive for in every home. Mm-hmm. And so I apologized when my parents got there to Janelle and said, I did notice that I spent 3 of the 5 nights after work painting a garage door and not helping you with the inside activities that were needed. And she said, thank you for acknowledging that. So,
Yeah?
I think I'm out of the doghouse because I acknowledged it.
Think so?
Yeah.
Where's your wife this evening?
She's running errands.
She left me. She's gone. One of two things. She's
Her
either
wedding ring's
still,
on the dresser, but
she's either mad at you or she really doesn't want to see me anymore.
she just had errands to run, honestly.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that kind of girl speak for I want to get the hell out of the house? And
is that why Mary Alice is never there when I'm there?
yeah.
She's running an errand.
I'm running errands. I'm gonna.
Well, I mentioned to her we were going to go to the antique shop place.
And
asked if she wanted to join when my parents were in town, and she said she had a facial. So, is that an errand that she was just making up?
No,
she really did.
And that is all important stuff.
Okay,
all important stuff because it's maintenance stuff.
Well, you just flat out said like, "I'm tired. I took a nap."
I did. I got home. I don't want to sidetrack or get off topic, but I got home from we have a Carson coffee at the Kansas City Auto Museum first Saturday of every month, and this one was a big one. They had probably 300 cars that showed up just at the museum, and just a lot of prep work that goes into it. It's kind of like when your parents come to stay at your house.
Yeah,
you've got to get everything cleaned up, and everything has to look perfect, and all that kind of stuff. And my boss was out of town, so a lot of it just kind of fell on my shoulders, which is fine. I don't mind.
Poor thing.
But man, I tell you, I was beat when I got home.
Well, yeah, you worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right. Yeah.
And you're on your feet a lot of it.
Yep.
But you had some fun events you were working at.
Yeah.
Cars and Coffee, and you had a German cars event.
We did. We had the Porsche Club of Greater Kansas City had a showing, classic car, or a Porsche showing at the Underground through the Kansas City Auto Museum. And it was really cool. I mean, there was some of these guys showed up in these most beautiful Porsches that you could ever imagine. And then there were some Mercedes-Benz and Audis, and it was more kind of a German car kind of thing than anything else.
When you were talking, I just thought of a person, and I got to find them.
A couple of really neat old Volkswagens that were there, and you don't see those too often.
There was a person I went to high school with, or elementary school.
Whoa, getting back there.
And I think she spelled it different, but her name was Portia.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And her last name was Macklefresh.
Portia Macklefresh.
Isn't that a cool last name, Macklefresh?
That's that's kind of a neat name.
Sounds like a rapper name.
I don't understand where Portia came from though.
I think it's Porsha.
Okay.
So I was trying to see what she was up to now.
Check it out.
So yeah. Anyway.
It was a busy weekend for me.
Well, I'm glad you're okay now and you're recovering.
All okay. Recovered. Got some rest. Life is good. My feet and back don't hurt anymore, so
good.
I'm doing good.
What else? I was just going to tell you something. Tomorrow, it'll have been 2 weeks after this comes out. Tomorrow's Janelle's birthday.
It's never polite to ask a lady's age.
We can't say it on air.
We can't? Okay.
We'll be the same age. I'll just say that.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it now.
I
got it now.
My face is so itchy right now.
So what are we planning? What are we going to do?
It's a surprise. The plan was...
No, this doesn't have to be a surprise. This is always...
Well,
this is after
I'm
the
trying
after the fact.
I know, but I'm trying to find the plans now because we are going to be flying to Florida tomorrow at 6 a.m.
Oh, but that got changed.
So we're not going to go to a Category 5 hurricane now.
No, I don't blame you. I'm glad you changed that.
Canceled the flight last night.
Yeah.
So that's a bummer.
That was sad, I bet.
I mean, I mean, to put things in perspective, I guess our vacation that we could replan pretty easily is not a big deal compared to people
Oh, I know.
losing their houses
I
and
know.
loved ones and stuff.
By
So
all means, yeah.
I guess I'll have to get tan some other way.
Yeah.
So now we're kind of audibling. We'll have to think of something else to do.
Okay. Now, you could keep the time off. Take the time off. Is that
Keeping the
correct?
time off. But tomorrow we're going to do something. I might have talked her into another house project, and we might paint our kitchen cabinets, which sounds awful. So, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Sure.
So we're going to be doing that.
Yeah, okay.
And then
Well, have fun with that one.
I'm thinking I might be doing that.
I think you probably will be.
So went from sipping on margaritas down by the ocean, reading a book or something on the sand, to cursing at hinges for not going back into the door frame and spilling primer all over our garage floor and getting paint on our appliances and all that. So,
Are you rescheduling your Florida trip?
not really. I mean, we were going to stay at her grandma's house in Naples, and so we just got our flight refunded, and then we'll just find another time to stay at her grandma's house. So
Okay. All right.
maybe next fall, but
Okay.
we have a lot of things coming up in the spring, and then it's not too nice down. I mean, we can go whenever, I guess, but
Yeah, but so you're not completely abandoning your vacation plans with your lovely wife.
I mean, we're abandoning the idea of a destination, but now I'll be doing something here. She's been wanting me to watch the original Beetlejuice so we can go see the new one in theater. But I
Okay, yeah, I like that.
But I don't really think it looks that great. So
It is pretty good. I'm not much of a big moviegoer, but I did like that movie.
Well,
You'll probably hate it. So
well, husband tip: you have to make it seem like you just really don't want to do it, so that you can be like, okay, we'll do it, and then it'll be like a big sacrifice.
you don't think the women have gotten that one figured out yet?
Well,
I think they figured that out back about 29 AD. You know.
well, when this episode comes out, it'll be our anniversary week. So I've been married for almost 4 years. So I've learned a couple tricks. I've got some things up my sleeve.
Hasn't been 4 years.
And
well, you think you have those things up your sleeve.
So I'll just be like, Janelle, I don't know. It doesn't look that great. I don't think it looks very good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's watch something different. I don't want to watch that. And then for her birthday, I'll be like, you know what? Let's watch that for your birthday because I love you. Oh, that's so sweet of you. You know, it's the least I could do.
I don't know where that head is of yours, but it's in the cloud somewhere. I just want to know how far up it is.
So yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do for her birthday, but we have to go to Starbucks because it's you get a reward only on your birthday.
Oh, okay. It's not a traditional ritual or something.
A what?
Not a tradition or a ritual.
You make me yawn.
Okay. Sorry.
Stop it. Are we boring you?
No.
It's not a ritual of ours, but
okay.
I mean, it kind of is because you only get the reward on your birthday there.
All right.
Most places give you one that you can use whenever, but Starbucks is only on your birthday.
Okay. All right.
So we'll use that one. I think she was using one tonight. Do you have any go-to that you get your birthday rewards for?
No.
No? Well, what you got to do is you got to sign up for all the apps right before your birthday.
That's all I need. More apps.
Well, then you start getting all your free stuff.
Freebie stuff?
Yeah, like
I'll sign up in my name and use your app or your phone.
Okay.
Then you can have all my freebie.
Well, thanks.
App stuff.
So Starbucks, I know Chipotle does a free thing, a free entree for your birthday. Or I think I actually downgraded it to like guac or something.
Just a bag of chips.
Yeah, a fork.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A has one.
Okay.
What else? Dutch Bros, you get one.
I saw my first Dutch Bros today on the way out here.
Your first one ever?
First one ever, yeah.
You driven by that one before?
I didn't remember it until tonight.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of different places where you can get free stuff. So you got to find them. There's probably a site you can look up that
Probably
would tell you. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm glad I talked her into canceling it because for a while she's like, oh, could miss it. Like, I don't want to go to the airport and fly into a town that people are evacuating from.
Well, first of all, the airports are closed anyway. And if that thing hits Fort Myers like they're talking about, it's going to shut that whole place down.
Yeah. So I was trying to get her expectations set early, but she was kind of hoping to play it by ear and wait it out. And so,
yeah.
Anywho, that's what we're doing this next week.
Well, we need to plan maybe a special trip in the fall sometime, or maybe the spring. Take her somewhere really nice.
Well, we're going in the spring to Florida with her family, I think.
Okay.
So,
all right. We'll do something just for you too.
Well, then my dad and I want to go fishing, and you and I are going fishing in South Dakota in the spring. So we'll do something another time.
Okay. Where's your dad want to go fishing?
I don't think he cares.
He didn't?
I don't know. I think he just wants to go.
I certainly had a good time with him the last time we went.
Certainly did.
Certainly did.
You got to quiz him on all things Taylor. Now, how did this start?
Now, wait.
What happened?
Joe, sit down.
So how high was it?
When did this happen?
What do you mean, John? How high was what? When you dropped him, how high was the drop?
When you threw him out the car window, what happened after that? Did you watch him bounce?
He's always been resilient, John. Yeah, he wants to do that.
Okay, good.
I feel bad because I told him I'm sorry for not inviting him, and he said he was sorry for not asking me to go because he hasn't. Last weekend my mom said, you mentioned your waders are leaking. You can just have Dad's. And he's like, what are you doing giving away my stuff? I'm still using it. So I know he hasn't gone recent enough because she's trying to give away his fly fishing stuff.
Oh.
So we have new stuff here.
We do have new stuff. We have a new decorative item at the TBB Studios.
Janelle had her mom bring back a pheasant from her grandpa's house.
Can we see it?
I don't know if it's in the frame or not.
Should I reach behind and get it?
Well, it's a porcelain pheasant.
Porcelain. Okay.
It's very nice of her to bring it. So it is now decorating the walls of TBB Studios.
See if I can reach behind it.
Don't hurt yourself. Don't break it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh.
Look at that.
Look at that.
What should we name it?
Well, this is pretty. I mean, it's very nicely done.
There's no price on it. It's priceless.
No, I'm not looking for pricing. No, I'm just looking to see if there's any. There it is. That's nice.
What should we name him?
Bernie.
Fester the pheasant?
Fester is good. I like Fester.
We can call him Bernie too.
Yeah.
That's how we're feeling.
Bernie.
All right, Bernie. So that's new.
We'll just stop right there.
There was another thing that we got that I can't tell you. I mean,
what do you mean you can't tell me?
I think you know.
We're buds. We're real. But what's the deal here?
I'm not going to say it on air because we
holding out on buds.
We could get canceled, but there's something that her grandma.
Well, it's getting close anyway.
There's something that her grandma had that Janelle always wanted, and her mom brought it back, and it's. She told you about it before.
She did,
but it's not. I told her we're not keeping it out for people to see. So anyway,
well, we'll see about that.
I didn't want us to take it at all. I thought I had bad juju with it. So.
Oh, really? Does it?
I don't like it, but
why? What do you mean the bad juju? What?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay, all right.
It's not like a.
We can't do this in Real Buds After Dark.
Sure.
Okay.
It's almost like a Ouija board type thing. It's not.
Okay.
It's not satanic at all, but it's like I would just as much rather. I don't know. Both of those I would not like to have in my house. What we got and what that is.
All right.
So, anywho.
All right.
What else? Oh, I had a story to tell because we were talking about birthday things.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of places you go when it's your birthday, they'll like bring a hat out and sing to you, or they'll say, "Oh, you get a free dessert. Let us know which one you want, and you can take it home or whatever." So one time, it was my 16th birthday, I believe it was. We went to a place called Spaghetti Works in Omaha, and
Did they have one? Did they have one of those in Kansas City? Do you know?
they might have. I think there was one
they
in Des
may
Moines.
have.
So anyway, they had one in the old market, still there, and went there for my birthday with my family. Steve was there. Shout out Steve.
Yeah.
Which I think he might have had a feedback to give you too.
Got to do some feedback from Mr. Steve.
Oh, he said that he said another good episode. Can't believe your wedding was whatever that long ago already. So it was a great event, and he wanted to thank you for guiding him down the mountain. I guess you led.
Yeah.
He led him out in the dark.
Right.
So
Right.
John was a real hero that night.
Saving lives. That's what I do. I was just saving lives.
He said if it wasn't for you, he'd probably still be on that mountain trying to get down. So,
Or over the mountain, one or the other.
what does that mean?
It was pretty scary. I mean, here we go, falling off the cliff again. But I can't believe it's been 4 years for your wedding either.
Yeah.
And it was just absolutely so much fun. We just had a blast.
Well,
But where you had it was on a lot of back country roads and kind of windy mountainous roads. So it was especially at night when there was absolutely no light whatsoever. It got kind of scary.
Well, I feel bad. I mean, you said you had a blast, but I think you were nervous until like the minute you left because you gave your speech and then kind of took off. So, yeah.
Well, I couldn't stick around and get hammered. That's all I need to do is to help, try and I knew I was guiding I had a caravan behind me, and, that was my responsibility to make sure that, most of your family got to the hotel safely.
I'd just love to see you guiding anybody out in a car.
Just blast them.
I mean, I've seen you get tailgate before. Tailgate because you're going so slow, but just imagine you on a mountainside.
Yeah, really.
Were you playing it cool? Like, was Mary Alice saying stuff and you're like, yeah, it's fine. I got this.
No, she generally situations like that. She doesn't say much. She knows I got pretty well handled.
Or you playing the Superman theme song while you were?
Dun-da-da. No, I was not.
So anyway, we were at my birthday, and we were going to pay or whatever at the end, and before we got the bill, my mom said, "Do you guys do like birthday desserts? Today's his birthday. Didn't know if you guys offer a dessert for birthdays." And the waiter came back and he's like, "Oh yeah, you can do any of these for your birthday dessert." And so I was like, "I really don't want one. I don't need one. I'm not hungry." And everyone's like, "Taylor, just get one. Just take it home. You don't need to have it now. Just have it later. Bring it home. It's free." So I was like, whatever, I'll do the brownie or whatever it was. And so I got that in a to-go container, and we got the check, and they put the brownie on the check.
Oh, did they really?
And my mom's like, "Hey, I think there was a mistake. This was his birthday dessert, and it should have been free." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't say it was free. I just told you could get these for your birthday." So that was a savage move by the waiter.
What a con job. I like
which
it.
Which is true. He didn't say this will be free, but he said, I mean, you can get this one for your birthday or that one.
Oh, that's great.
What's a good divorce dessert? Oh, well, you can get that one or this one.
That's great.
So yeah, and then they kind of argued with him about it for a while, and called over managers, and my cousin Ryan's like, "I'll just pay for the dang dessert. Just get out of here."
I know. It finally gets to a point where you just got to kind of move on.
But it was kind of the principle of the matter.
I understand where she's coming from.
And it might have been my dad too, but
yeah,
it was funny. I just thought of that because we went somewhere. Where were we? Went somewhere and asked if they did a birthday dessert. Oh, it was a coworker's birthday. And she said, "Oh yeah, you can do any of these things." And it was actually free. So, but Spaghetti Works, beware. They do not do free desserts for your birthday.
Order the brownies. You're going to pay for it.
Also, I had a note on here. You were talking about, I was talking about you getting tailgated because you drive slow. excuse me, lately I've noticed that I'm a slow driver.
Oh, you're getting there, Taylor.
Um,
Do you
most of the
feel
time-
that metamorphosis occurring?
Well, it was just that
What
usually
happened to bring you to our side of the?
usually
of the
I will
driving
use
scale?
cruise control even on like city roads a lot of the time. Like
Really?
I don't know, just because I just like to stick to a speed. I don't want to be going up and down, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the time I'll put it at like 45 wherever I'm going on a 40-mile-an-hour road. But lately I've been getting past, and I look down and I'm going like 3 under, and I feel like I'm going. I think I'm just enjoying the drive, and I'm not paying attention to the speed, and I'm getting past.
What does our buddy from Olathe Police Department tell us? What was his thing? He told me one time. I think it was.
Keep kids alive, drive 25.
Well, that was a very good one, but no, it's something.
5
about,
over.
5, you're fine. 9, you're mine.
Oh yeah, and then you had another one. 14. You're
Jail or something.
20 over, straight to prison.
Yeah, straight. Do not pass go. No court case. Done.
38. There goes your fate.
Ooh, that was good.
37. You're not going to heaven. What? I was only going 2 over. It's a sin.
2 over.
But yeah, I think it's also been. I've noticed that when I drive Otis around,
Mm-hmm.
if we go to get coffee or something, I drive. I don't realize I'm driving crazily until he's in the car, because every little movement he just goes flying in the back seat. So I've got to be more cautious when he's in the car. I think that's why I've been driving slower. But
Well, it doesn't hurt you. I mean, if you're being more cautious about your driving habits, there's nothing wrong with that. That's
yeah.
a very good thing, because you're finally learning that you need to be more cautious, especially out there in the world today with all these crazy people.
Yeah. Well, people, I think they get angry when they drive by and see a giant white fluff ball in the back seat. And like, oh, that's why he's going slow. He can't see the back seat.
Yeah.
He can't see his rearview mirror.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said this the other day, but we were getting a drink somewhere one night, just Otis and I, and he was hanging out the back seat when we drove off, and a worker at this place was taking out the trash or something, and he said, "Holy hell, that's a big dog." And I said, "Thank you." I think Otis enjoys those comments.
He does. He loves it.
Today we went to Dutch Bros to get a drink in the morning.
Yeah.
And usually we ask for a biscuit because he doesn't like the whipped cream they do for like a pup cup.
Mm-hmm.
So just get a biscuit, and she gave him the cup for a pup cup, but just with 3 treats in it.
Well, that was nice of her.
So that's Otis's portion is 3.
Yeah.
And he housed those pretty quick.
Well,
Scarfed
he
them down.
had some pretty good French fries tonight. I can tell you that.
He had a number of them.
Yeah, he did.
You kept throwing them down the deck, and he would
Yeah. Throw him
do a
off the
couple
deck.
wind sprints and come back up and be ready for the next one.
Yeah,
he worked off all the calories.
He did. He worked them off.
I think we need a new segment, an ongoing segment of just having questions we ask each other. Like, not because just to take up time, but because I actually need answers.
Such as.
I just have one today, but
Okay,
I think
what is that?
I need you to start bringing some that you see. Like, Taylor, what does it mean when someone says that I've got Riz? You already know that one, but like something like that. Just what does it mean when someone says this?
Okay.
Or like just things you think of. Like, how does water go up a drain? I don't know. Stuff like that. There's questions you want answered.
Okay.
My question today for you
All right.
is why is it okay to eat beef rare but not chicken? Like, people order rare, medium well, or well done, steaks.
Yeah, I think chicken is more susceptible to I forget what they call
Salmonella?
it. Salmonella. Than beef would be.
Wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Because you can eat like rare fish, can't you? So tuna is? Or not tuna,
Well,
sushi?
certain you can eat certain fish. There's other ones you can't.
Wonder how they found that out.
A lot of people died in that little experiment. But
all right, turns out Frank died. You can't have cod rare. Yeah. All right, looks like sunfish is okay.
I can't remember the name of that fish. That's so poisonous that it has to be sliced just right, or else you die, and you don't know until you take a bite out of it. So one of those kind of things.
Living life on the edge.
Yeah, it was living on the edge, but I think it has to do with the with salmonella on the chicky.
Because you can't do any pork rare, can you? Like a
No.
pork chop?
No, you wouldn't want to. I mean,
so it's only beef that people like better when it's undercooked.
That's right.
That's interesting.
Have you ever heard of what they call steak tartare?
I don't think so. Steak
tartare is nothing but raw meat or raw beef, ground beef. And people eat that.
Ew, it's raw,
raw.
Ew.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Apparently there was some flavor to it, or some people liked it. So
that's so gross to me. I mean, my mom got well done steak, like it looked kind of like beef jerky, and she's like, "Well, I like the taste of this better." My brother-in-law, on the other hand, gets his rare, and they'll say, "This is Shane, by the way," and they'll say like, I don't know, if you would go and order medium, they say, "Okay, you want a warm pink center," and you say yes, whatever. When they described his, he said rare, and they said a cool red center, and that just sounded disgusting. Cool.
Did he get any sour cream with it?
I don't know. I think after he ate it, he had some.
He probably did.
It just made me sick.
Yeah. Actually, it's pretty good. If it's very thin sliced, it's generally pretty good.
What do you order your steaks at?
I order mine medium.
That's safe. That's what I do, I think.
It's kind of a safe way to go.
I don't want any blood on there.
Yeah.
Have you heard the thing about the fingers with the meat?
Fingers with the meat? No.
Like
somebody's fingers are in the meat?
Yeah. Wendy's and their chili. If you put you feel your thumb muscle right here, like that would be rare. That's how the meat would feel if it's rare. And then this would be medium rare. Are you feeling yours?
Yeah.
Just under the table. What are you doing? I'm feeling my thumb. That's not your thumb. And then that would be medium. Wait. I think this is rare, medium, medium well, and well done. So like a well done meat would feel like that.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Okay.
So anyway, that's what you got to do when you're on the grill. It feels like my thumb, so I think it's done.
I always do timing. When I'm grilling, I'll do the timing thing. Look like, Alexa, give me timers 7 minutes or whatever maybe.
Do you have an internal thermometer thing?
I do have that. And I use that all the time.
Well, everyone comment on the episode and tell us your favorite meat.
Yes, please do.
Temp, and which one you like to eat rare.
And if you have any recipes, we're also up for recipes too.
Unless it's beef tartare, you can take that junk out of here.
That's right. You can
just drive straight to the hospital.
Well, I think that there's seasonings and stuff they put on top of it.
I don't care. That's gross.
Okay.
Just ground beef,
yeah,
cold.
Ugh. Yeah.
That's gross.
Well, like I said, some people like it a lot.
What's the most adventurous thing you've eaten?
Oh, God. You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Any sort of fish or like octopus, crocodile?
I have had octopus before.
Like, where did I just hear this?
What do they call that?
Calamari?
Calamari. Yeah, I never knew what it was. And somebody said, "Here, have some of this octopus." So I ate it. I thought, this is really good.
That was the DMV. It was weird.
It was, yeah, I know. It was the back room in the DMV, but
at a restaurant.
It was fried, but it was very, very good.
I think the common denominator is anything fried can be pretty good, because I think I had fried gator or something in Florida.
I think I tried that one time as well.
It was a little chewy, but
yeah, a little gnawty. had to gnaw on it a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any snake?
I've
I've
podcasted
never
with
had
one.
that. Yeah, nope.
No, have you?
No, I never have. People say it's pretty good.
You ever had bat before?
Bat?
Yeah.
No.
Just kidding. Or at Texas Roadhouse. I feel like I've gone to a few places. Maybe I said this before, but the thing that I order is just the least appetizing sounding thing on the menu. And one place I went, it's called like the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a bunch of random things. It wasn't gross stuff, but it was just a random assortment of stuff.
Yeah.
And
are they kind of like decent stuff though? Or are they?
It was good stuff.
Are they kind of weird stuff?
No, it was just like I don't know. But at Texas Roadhouse, there's this thing. It's like some sort of beef with like mushrooms and onions on it, and it's called roadkill.
Yeah,
So
that'd be good. That'd be all right.
I have a way with ordering the weird thing.
Yeah.
They make you wear a raccoon hat. It's weird. They come out and sing to you. Sweet Home Alabama.
Wear a raccoon hat?
Yeah, with a tail on it.
I don't think that'd happen for me.
They
I mean,
don't
the
do
best
that.
I can do is Bob Evans, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had too many. I remember on a grade school field trip one time, we went to this nature center, and they had seasoned crickets, I think they were.
Ooh,
They were like chocolate ones and like seasoned ones.
Yeah.
They weren't too bad.
See, I can't do that.
Hmm.
I can't eat bugs.
Did you watch Fear Factor?
Not intentionally, anyway. Huh?
Did you ever watch Fear Factor?
No.
They'd eat all the like bull testicles and stuff.
Oh no.
Some gross stuff.
Rocky Mountain oysters. Is that what they call them? Yeah.
I think so.
My dad ate that one time, and I just about died. It was pretty gross as far as I'm concerned.
Like for fun?
No, I mean, somebody gave him a bunch of frozen ones.
Did you ever grow up on liver and onions?
We did.
That seems gross to me.
We did, and all it seemed to coincide with the night that the Friday night that you're going to go to the fair or the play or something. You're going to go out and do something with a bunch of your friends. So you had to sit there and eat your liver and onions until
they made you do it before you left?
Made you do it, and they did it to you every year, and you didn't realize it was coming until.
Doesn't sound appetizing.
No.
You want to know how I can make my mom gag?
How? How's that?
I'll just tell her.
Why would you do that?
Well, it'd just be funny if you tell her about SpaghettiOs. She gagged us now. I heard it in the car.
Did you just hear it?
I heard it. 2 weeks in the future.
Airwaves,
Yeah. But I don't know why it started, but I think she used to make it for us, and just the smell makes her gag, and even the sound of the word makes her gag now. So
is that right?
SpaghettiOs. Her mom, my grandma, used to make SpaghettiOs with hot dogs.
I've heard of
sure
that. I've never had any, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's called.
And I've never. Come to think about it, I don't think I've ever had any SpaghettiOs anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Next time they're in town, we'll
we'll
have her make up next time you come up to.
I don't even know if you can still buy them in a can or not.
Oh, you can.
Can you?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I haven't looked for them.
I haven't seen them at the grocery store. Of course, I wasn't looking, but
we'll have to look next time. We used to have that. My dad, he was in charge of cooking. My mom was out of town or doing something. He would make mac and cheese and fish sticks.
That's good. That's a good one.
Were you a fish stick guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up on fish sticks. And the moment I moved out of my house, I swear to God, I will never have another fish stick in my house at all.
What kind of fish was that?
Oh, well, it was way back when. I mean, it was back in the 60s. And
Catfish?
one never knew what was in the fish sticks.
Just ground up fish?
It's just
parts.
ground up fish parts is all they were,
I've had a tire in mine.
What's this eye looking at me here? That kind of thing.
There's still a hook.
Fins and scales. What's that all about? We never knew. It was not the most desirable or attractive or best tasting kind of thing.
Janelle saw a TikTok that there were some dino nuggets they were high in protein and lower in calories for a decent serving. So we've been eating some dino nuggets. So
What are dino nuggets?
Chicken nuggets shaped like dinosaurs.
Oh, are they? Okay, all right.
So I like to play with them when I eat them. I like Land Before Time, just pretend like I'm a T-Rex.
So you're referring back to 5-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. That's fine. That's fine.
So that was this week's food segment. Come back next week with your questions.
We need to do a weekly food segment. That would work because, we both are eating or out or cooking dinner at home or something like that.
Well, let me know next week if you have just general questions you'd like answered.
Okay.
We'll have to name the segment next time. Like
right.
This week on what's that?
What's up?
What's up? I don't know. We'll think of a name.
Okay.
Cool. Well,
we can have our. Oh, wait a minute. We don't have an intern.
Well, someone on your side told us they want to be a guest.
That's right.
Coming up.
That's right.
We'll have to have a new person on.
Is that? Well, we haven't had the board vote on it just yet.
Otis,
what do you think?
He's curled up, so I don't think
Just curled up, just sound asleep.
As long as they give me French fries, I'm cool.
Bring French fries. No, my daughter Courtney requested she wanted.
Got to give the secret away.
I got to give the secret away.
Well, I have to have her on. I think Kathleen's mentioned it too. So
okay. Should we have them both on at the same time?
Well, we only have 3 microphones, so we can't really do that.
Well, they can share one.
That's what they've done their whole life, John. They're twins, and you're going to make them share again?
I know. Once again, we have to share things again. But
well, we'll do one at a time.
Okay, we can do one at a time.
They can do a rock, paper, scissors for it.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Speaking of which, Otis puked the other night, and the next morning, I didn't hear it, but Janelle heard it, and she said, so Otis threw up last night, and I don't know. She's like, we've got to clean it up. I said, okay. And her idea, she said, do you want to do rock, paper, scissors for it? And loser has to pick it up. I said, sure. We agreed on best of 3 to start off. And and so we did.
When will you ever learn?
So we did.
You're never going to win at these games. I don't care who you are.
So I did.
One way or the other, you're going to lose.
We did rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And on shoot, we did our thing. Mm-hmm. So I went paper, she went rock. So I won round 1. Then did it again. I did paper again. She did scissors. I won. Or she won. So it's 1-1. All comes down to this. Ultimate power move. I did paper again. She did rock again. I win. She says best of 5. I said no. So.
Oh, wow.
I felt a little bad.
So you made her clean all that up.
It wasn't a lot, but
come on. Now.
I mean, rules are rules. If we're
I
mean, the next time, if she was to win, I want her to know that I would be a man of my word. So.
No, you would not. You'd back out of her, weasel out of it some way.
So I said,
you'd figure out some little technical error.
I've got a hangnail. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not.
So I told her, you just lost to 3 straight papers. How does that feel? She said, shut up. And she's picking up.
I would too. I would have killed you.
So anyway, John, I hope you have a great week. I hope it's filled up with no dog puke.
I hope so. I hope so. Considering we don't have any dog. And
it could be a bigger problem.
Yeah, we've got a bigger problem. Be sure and visit our sponsors, which are Mr. Taylor Atkinson Photography, CHD Wood Design, Chris Dowdy, my son-in-law. And don't forget
you don't have to add that in there. It could be more legit.
I know. And don't forget to visit the Kansas City Auto Museum. You'll see some wonderful, rare, and fine automobiles there.
And don't forget to wear your sunscreen.
Don't forget to wear your sunscreen. If not, you're going to wind up with a mug like mine. Nobody wants that.
Some people would kill for a face like yours.
No,
John.
they wouldn't. They'd kill each other.
And don't forget to clean your camera before you take a picture.
Clean your camera? Camera or lens?
Well, the lens.
Okay.
Got to wipe it down.
Okay. Wipe it down.
And also, thanks, Papa, for the pheasant. We appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks, Papa.
Bye.
Bye.